Hello out there to you. In this video, we're going to work with this demand curve to plot the demand curve. I'm going to show you how to do that by hand, but you could also plug this into an online graphing calculator. Just swap out this for X, so quantity is always on the X axis, and then swap this out for Y. So if you plugged in a function that said X equals 240 minus 4y, it's going to give you the same thing that I'm going to do here, and it'll be a lot clearer. And you could do that pretty efficiently. I suppose I could have used the Wyzant graphing tool, but anyway, let's do it by hand. So we're always going to put price on the y-axis, quantity on the x-axis. So we're going to put price here, quantity here. One thing I can do with this is the end of the demand curve is where the price is free. So when the price is 0, so if I plug in a 0 for that price there, that would be 0. This would be 240. So the end of our demand curve is going to be 240. That's it, because you can't have a negative price. So that's the end of the line there. Then I'm gonna switch it around. I'm gonna rewrite everything so that I get what's called an inverse demand curve. So I want to isolate P by itself. So rewrite this. So I'm going to send this over here. So this will be 4P equals 240. And then I'm going to send this guy over there, which should be minus Q or QD, quantity, whatever. Okay, so now I've got this, and then I want to isolate this is P. So I'm going to divide by 4. Divide by 4 here, then that goes away. You do that a little bit more. I don't know where people are at in their algebra. So we'll divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. So then I've got P equals 60 minus 1/4 Q. And this is the inverse demand function. This is the same thing as this. It's just rewritten to be a more easily accessible economics way. So when we want to know what the max price is, so we want to know like where does the demand curve start. So that would be where the quantity is 0. So put a 0 in for that quantity, and then price would be 60. So price would be like right here, and then 60. So that's the beginning of the demand function. And then this is going to just be a line that goes right here. It's a linear function. We can give it like, I mean, it didn't say how many, price of 60 to a price of 0. Oh, well, we're actually done. But if you wanted to have like, I don't know, like 120, like what would be the price at 120? You could just plug in 120 here, or 120 here and solve for that. But let's do that. Okay, so I want to know what the price is. 60 minus 0.25, 120. Okay, so that would be 1/4 of 120, which is 30. So this would be 60 minus 30, which equals 30. So if you wanted to put like one spot there, and that makes sense. That should make sense in your head too, because halfway down the demand curve is going to be halfway down on the price. So you can kind of get any of these numbers if you want. Just plug them into your inverse demand function, and it gives you that corresponding price. So that's how to graph simple demand curve using inverse demand function.